Okay, we're facing the dreaded Snyder variation of the Sicilian defense. Obviously, I'm joking here because this is not a critical reply, but I'm sure it's tricky. People love playing tricky openings these days. And there's something to be said for that. You know, I think to get an opening advantage in 2024, you know, avoiding the main lines and just getting into a position where there's some tricks, where you know the position a little bit better your opponent, that's probably the way to go. I'm just a little stubborn, I guess. Okay, so we are going to have an opposite sides castling position. So I guess this kind of justifies White's setup. So White is pretty well fortified on the queen's side. But at the same time, I've got no pawn weaknesses here. There's no hook. You know, it's not like I have a dragon structure here, whereas he does. Yeah, thanks, Yumi. Yeah, come on back when you're done with the games. I'm definitely friendly. All right, so let's throw the knight into d4. I'm looking just to expand rapidly on the king side, on the queen side rather. I'm really not sure about White's setup. Now, do I play a6 or do I just go b5 right away? I'm going let's go a6. I just noticed that the queen still has some influence on b5. So let's push. Now I don't want to take on f3 because I think my opponent can reply g takes f3 and open the g file on me. I'm trying to keep everything nice and closed. So what to play here? Now I probably don't mind a capture on d4. Maybe I take back with the c pawn and that opens some things up. Not quite sure about that though. Let's drop back. Maybe look to play knight b4. So the interesting thing about the stream so far is getting a lot of my opponents coming in and checking out the stream, which I really appreciate. That's cool. Okay, he pushes on, opening his light-scored bishop. That makes a lot of sense. Let's centralize the knight. If he takes, he will have to develop my piece. Okay, and he just decides to exchange there. Open up his dark squared bishop. Okay. So I'm just banking on this position. What I'm really banking on is that it's going to be a little bit harder for White to open lines on my king side than it will be for me. Mainly because of this hook. All right, let's take. And I'm actually thinking here of playing bishop f6. Let's play bishop f6. Putting pressure here. Little down on time. Up to 16 followers. Really awesome. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. Let's press on. Let's press on. So this is what I'm talking about, you know, with this, you know, he castles to the king side, queen side. He's got this pawn on b3. That's a point of contact that I can latch onto. And now, because the rook has lost contact with the e5 square, I'm able to win a pawn. Most importantly, from a positional standpoint, I'm able to trade off his dangerous bishop. And in this position, I'm going to play... What am I going to play? Let's just play this really solid looking move, bishop e6. Let's shut down the e-file. And I'm just going to look to attack on the queen side. Notice in this position, okay, and this is really key, I have eliminated his dark squared bishop, okay, which is a key defensive piece. So his king is all out on his own in this position. And then I'm just going to keep advancing. How do you prevent me from opening the H-file in this position? You really can't. You really can't. Okay. So his king is definitely feeling very drafty. He's got a drafty king. Let's see. All right, let's take control over some of these dark squares. I don't want to open up too quickly. Don't want to open things up too quickly. Now, can I just play? Can I just play b4 in this position, taking advantage of this pin? I'm just trying to open as many lines as I can on the queen side, okay? And the nice thing in this position is I have this intermezzo. I don't have to move. And can I even afford to play a move like a3 in this position? King c2. Yes. King c2. Then I get cb in with check. Okay. So that was a really good, definitely a really good series of exchanges for me. I've really opened a lot of lines on the queen side. Look how safe my king is. Look at his king. Wow. Wow. Can I just give up the rook in the corner? DC. Bishop takes. Let's do it. I don't think you can survive this, because this comes with check. And your king is done for. There's got to be some mate here. There's just got to be. Wow. What a sight to behold on the queen side here. What a sight to behold. I don't think I've ever had a pawn structure like this in the Sicilian before. This is just total domination. King here. Let's... Wow, there's so many ways I could win that position. My opponent just resigned. And we got back up to 2100. Nice. All right, good game, Drezidone. You're clearly a good player. Dude, I would get rid of this b3 line if you're castling queenside. I know Magnus has played something like this before, but if your opponent doesn't have a hook and you do, it is really tough to defend these positions. Let's just go back. Let's find like the most. So this was the key turning point in the game. The key turning point in the game was getting this move in c4, just undermining the defense of the e5 square. And once you lost your dark squared bishop, that was really tough. I'm just wondering here if you have some discovery. No, you don't, because let's say you take. This is actually mate. What was the critical position in the game? Yeah, this was definitely the critical position of the game. We'll ride for bagels. And it's all about these, 2 points of contact, driving this bishop back, undermining e5, and now all of a sudden I'm opening lines on the queen side. And just notice in this position, like, for him to, obviously the idea for both colors in this game, in this position, is to do a pawn storm, right, and try to checkmate the king. Look how safe my king is, right? Like, you play h4, h5, g5, that just takes an eon. Meanwhile, I'm using this hook on b3 to just open up your king's position. And I'm really proud here how I was able to find some pretty cool pawn moves like b4 and a3 and b3. Like, notice I've made 3 pawn moves in a row to open up his queen side. The entire time my queen is hanging. I'm finding forcing pawn moves to open up his king's position. And then this was a good move. Okay, he's looking to take advantage of this pin, but we're not really concerned with material considerations here. Okay, if you think you're winning the exchange in the corner, you can't afford to open up your king even further. And he just missed this idea that b3 is coming with check and his king is just going to get crushed to bits. Like, you step your king to c1. I can just bring a rook to the file here. I mean, there's nothing to be done. But good game, Dresden. Let's play another. That was a nice game to get back over 2100.